Ever wondered how to make a classic apple pie from scratch? Today, we're demystifying the process, transforming a list of simple ingredients into a dessert that's as American as, well, apple pie. To start, we'll need to gather our ingredients. For the pie crust, we need 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of salt, a cup of cold, cubed unsalted butter, and about 6 to 8 tablespoons of ice water. For the apple filling, we'll need 6 to 7 medium-sized apples, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and a tablespoon of lemon juice. We'll also need a couple tablespoons of unsalted butter, an egg, and some granulated sugar for assembly. Now let's get baking. First, we need to prepare the pie crust. Combine the flour and salt in a large mixing bowl. Add the cold cubed butter and work it into the flour until the mixture resembles coarse crumbs. Gradually add ice water and mix until the dough comes together. Divide the dough in half, shape each half into a disc, wrap in plastic, and refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. Next, prepare the apple filling. Peel, core, and slice the apples. In a separate bowl, combine the sugar, flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, and lemon juice. Toss the apples in this mixture until they're evenly coated. Now preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. While the oven is heating, roll out one of the chilled pie crust discs into a 12-inch circle. Carefully transfer this to a 9-inch pie dish, pressing it into the bottom and sides. Pour in the apple filling, dot it with butter, then roll out the second pie crust disc. For the top crust, you can either place the whole piece over the filling or cut it into strips for a lattice design. Once the top crust is in place, trim any excess dough from the edges. Beat an egg and brush it over the top crust, then sprinkle granulated sugar over the top. Bake the pie for 45 to 55 minutes or until the crust is golden brown and the filling is bubbling. If the crust starts to overbrown, protect it with a pie crust shield or aluminum foil. Allow the pie to cool for at least 30 minutes before slicing. And voila! You've just made a classic apple pie from scratch. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and savor each bite of this delightful homemade dessert.